Hey everybody, I'm going to teach you how to create this Frogger type of game using something called broadcasting. So let's get started. Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Scratch game by Mr. Philplick. Today I'm going to teach you how to create a game that uses something called broadcasting. And to do that, we're going to create a Frogger type of game. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Frogger before, but these are some of the really early games when it came to video games. And basically, we will have a sprite. In this case, it's going to be our cat, and the cat has to avoid getting hit by a car. So let's get started. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to select our stage, our backdrop, and we are going to draw a sidewalk, a road, and some grass. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is let's get some darker gray. We're gonna fill in some sidewalks here. So we're not gonna have an outline. I'm gonna draw a box that is kind of dark gray. I'm gonna expand it so that it fills up my whole screen. Then I'm going to select a lighter gray color. This will become my road. So lighter pavement. And we got my box selected there, just like that. And then we are going to draw some lanes. Oops, I always do that. Okay, I have to unselect it and then head back to switch my color. We're gonna make little white lanes. So do that. Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and we'll go like that. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, if it turns out to be perfect, bonus. If not, you kind of get the idea. Okay, so we're just gonna have something like that, and then we're gonna have some sort of end goal. And our end goal, you know what? Let's make another one. So depending on how big you've made yours, you'll have the same amount as me, maybe a little bit different. It's totally up to you guys how you want that to look. And then we need some sort of goal at the end. So what we'll do is we'll create some grass here. Okay, so we're going to get some green grass. Well, there we go. Let's try this again. So let's get some grass. Oh no, that still did it. Okay, let's select this. Okay, now let's select this. And there we go. Sorry about that. Been using Scratch so long that sometimes I forget to go step by step. But we're going to create a grassy area down here at the bottom, and this is our ultimate goal. We want the cat to get there. Okay, so a couple of things first. We're going to select our cat. This is sprite number 1. You guys know I don't like the default names for a lot of these. It's not sprite 1. This is cat. So we will rename that to cat. And then we'll head over into the code, and we're going to program the directions which the cat is going to be facing when we push the keypad, or not the keypad, the arrow keys. So we are on events. When the up key is pushed, or when the up arrow key is pressed, we want to point in direction. Where's point in direction? Point in direction, not 90 degrees, but we wanted to point in 0 degrees. So that's up. I'm going to right click on this and duplicate. Now I'm going to program the left arrow key to point in direction of -90. Right click, duplicate. This is going to be right arrow key, which is going to be 90 degrees. And then finally the down arrow key, which will be 180 degrees. Okay, so we've got that. You can see if I push left, right, up, and down, you can see the way that the cat changes. Okay, so we've got that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to program the cat not yet. We're going to actually get a new sprite, which is going to be a car. So over in the sprite area, hover over choose a sprite and click on choose a sprite and type in car and pick whatever car you want. This one's the sporty one. We're going to choose this one, and there's my car. Okay, place the car where you want it. So we'll kind of just put it right there, and let's head over to program the car. So the convertible, the car, is already selected. I'm going to change the name to this. I'm going to call it car 1. And what we'll do is we'll head over to the code and we'll get the game to start on green flag. So under events, when the green flag is clicked, we want the car to be going left and right until it's touching the cat. So we want this to repeat. We want the left and right action to repeat until it senses that it is touching not the mouse pointer, but the cat. And we want it to move at a speed of 10 steps. You can always increase this to make the car go faster, or we can decrease it to make it go slower. And just like what we did in Pong, if the car is touching an edge, it wants to bounce back. And we're going to do this until we hit the cat. So this is the broadcast. So we're going to broadcast a hit, not message 1, but we're going to broadcast hit. Okay, so now let's just move this cat out of the way, hit the green. So one thing you'll notice is that the car kind of goes upside down, and we don't want that. So let's make sure that our car is selected, and we are going to point in direction. We're going to click on that, and we just want it left and right. Okay, so now let's try and see what happens. There, that's much better. Okay, so we're going to do that. So now that we're happy with how the car is moving, we're going to head back over to our cat sprite, and we're going to program the cat to interact with the screen. So we've started the game on green flag, so let's keep that going. When green flag is clicked, this cat is way too big, so we will change the size. So that is going to be under looks. And the nice thing about this scratch, and I've told you guys before in class, if you don't know where something is, you can just scroll up and down until you find what you're looking for. But let's see. Let's make this, I don't know, 20%. Oh, too small, too small. Let's go 50%. Yeah, it's better. Okay, let's see how that goes. And we want the cat to actually start at the top. We don't want the cat to start on the road. We want the cat to start over here on this sidewalk. Okay, so it gives us the coordinates of x7 and y of 164. But if we head over to motion, those coordinates are actually already going to be there. Okay, so we are going to have our cat go to, no, we don't want it there. Well, I didn't do it this time. So we just are going to program this 9 and y of 155. Sometimes they are already on those coordinates, and for whatever reason, now of course that I'm doing this as a recording, it's not there. And I want to point in direction of 90 degrees. Okay, and I want my cat to be moving on its own. So this is going to be repeating until I get to the green grass. Okay, so repeat until I am sensing that I am touching not color red. I'm going to use the eyedropper until I'm touching that green. Okay, and I want it to move, motion, slower than the car. Let's try half speed, slower. And I want it to change the way it looks as it's moving. So looks, next costume, we're going to drag that over. And if it touches the green, we want to say, nice job. Right on, you did it. Okay, but if you remember, we went back, or we were here, I'm going to stop this. We broadcasted a hit for the car, for car number 1. So what happens if the cat gets hit by the car? Well, it needs to receive, that's an event, it needs to receive that hit broadcast. So if I receive hit broadcast, we want to stop all the other scripts in this sprite. Okay, so these are all the scripts within this sprite. And, well, what's the sound that a cat will make? Probably a meow sound. Okay, and let's see what happens. So you can see my cat is moving on its own. The costumes are changing. And it goes down. Nice job. Let's play again. Okay, it's moving. This time, let's get hit by the car. There it is. Awesome. Okay, but it's a two-way street. So, as great as that was, we're going to take this car, we're going to duplicate this, and we'll put this one up here. Now let's see what happens. Now the game becomes a little bit harder, doesn't it? So I got good job, nicely done. Let's play again. This time we're going to get hit. We got hit by that car, and there we go. And that is our frog type game where we introduce how to broadcast.